Hi, Gemini rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 1st of April until the 6th of April. So I think this is a mental and social restructuring week for you. Since the ruler of your chart, Mercury, is involved in a major trine, I think your mind is your greatest asset, but it could be also your deepest battlefield as well. Especially if you have got a tendency to get lost and worried about finances rather than kind of trying to calm yourself down and then come up with a financial plan. I think you are moving from this intense internal tension to a more significant fated shift in your social values as well. But let's break down what exactly happens. Well, we've got Venus in your 12th house, which is squaring Pluto in your ninth house. And this is a deep internal conflict between your private desires, your hidden values, and your public beliefs or philosophies. So imagine that you want to make this inner change happening regarding what you truly love or find beautiful, but your old belief systems or maybe higher education, politics, legal commitments, belief systems of others that are kind of like pushed onto you are creating this massive psychological friction. It's the feeling of knowing that the truth is in your soul, but these outer structures of logic, for example, are resisting. So we can really use this Mercury Jupiter trine that is happening this week for your benefits. We have got this internal battle. It's a bit of a rage there, but you can succeed in your career and then you can increase your net worth. You can improve your self-worth. So focus on the tangible, the professional wins to kind of stabilize your mind. Also, we have got Atlantis entering your 11th house, the house of friendship groups and future hopes. Maybe you discover, a new technological piece like a software, or you kind of find this unique hack within a large group that gives you a significant advantage. It can even indicate that, if you have got certain type of like friends in your life, you might get to know something like a special knowledge that you get to know about them, which you can apply later in your life. Not necessarily because you want to manipulate them. However, Neptune is there, and Neptune is one of the planets that is connected to manipulation. Aries is very fast, so it says act now. Atlantis in the 11th house is about pioneering a system within your network. So feeling encouraged, for example, to put your special knowledge, ancient wisdom out there to the public. And then you can be the first to use this knowledge to help your group projects to succeed or your internet related work. Also, we've got Sun here as well in your 11th house, but squaring Jupiter in your second house. So there's again another conflict here, your social ambitions and your financial security or your values. Maybe you have got this huge idea to start this project or to join this expansive new group, but your financial intuition says that this will cost too much or it doesn't align with what truly nurtures your security, or you would like to start this project, but you feel like you need more money for it, or you have got doubts whether it's going to give you the right amount of money or not. The danger here, the danger here is that if you want to buy your way into a group or a social circle, you shouldn't let your desire for belonging cause you to override your financial kind of like system, basically, or to to allow your friends, for example, to kind of numb a little bit your gut instincts. Even the moon goes out of bound this week as well, but it's going to go out of bound in your sixth house, which is the house of health, daily routines, and workplace dynamics. So these could become a little bit intense or erratic. I mean, imagine there's a lot of work to be done, and maybe you have to be doing overtime. And maybe with that Atlantis, that's why you need a new technological piece which might simplify your work a little bit. Work can leave you a little bit nervous as well, or because your body is quite heightened right now. This could even indicate that it's easier to catch, a certain type of an illness, for example. So just be a little bit mindful about that. Now we have got the Venus series and North Node combination as well. So Venus and Ceres are in conjunction in the 12th house, sextiling your North Node. So it really feels like it's a psychological and spiritual value shift. I can imagine that it's the subconscious realization hitting you regarding your self-worth. Maybe you realize that, wow, you know what, I'm not getting appreciated at work. I'm not getting the pay rise, for example. And I'm more than that. There is this inner glow up that could be coming with this, knowing that I can do better. So therefore, this could indicate that you might want to be making a change. For example, in your career, you want to be increasing your prices. Of course, we've got Jupiter in the second house, so the desire is to make more money. Jupiter is the dispositor of your North Node, which of course would like you to be in a different career path, or it would like you to actually grow your existing business. But maybe we need to think outside of the box because it's hitting your North Node. There is this internal change happening, but it's crucial, it's critical for your destiny. So Venus and Ceres conjunction is very much about clearing out old subconscious patterns, something that is belittling you, or you have been kind of like keeping yourself somehow feeling small. Hygiag moves into your second house as well, which is about purifying your personal assets and your values. Maybe you're ready to consolidate your accounts, create a clean budget, or physically declutter your possessions. Like, do I need this? Do I not need that? Can I sell it? And so forth. But also because Hygiag is about prevention, you are trying to prevent kind of like certain type of financial disasters coming up. So that's why there is a lot of planning here. And also, it's about looking at your own self-worth as well. Like, how can I, because Hygeia will be squaring Neptune and Saturn. So maybe you want to be cutting out certain type of goals or people out of your life who might be kind of knocking down your self-worth. So I think there's a bit of an internal restructuring happening for you and a fated shift in your inner values. I think this week you are very focused on tangible success. I think there could be erratic behaviors happening at work or increased workflow. But I feel like your secret weapon this week is something connected to looking out for certain type of investment opportunities or new opportunities that you might want to pick up a bit of a knowledge about. So what's new out there, and then how can I kind of like participate in that? It's a bit of a renewal, really. Now, let me remind you that I think it's important that you listen to the general weekly forecast because I'm giving you the sensitive degrees. The most important planet in your, or the most important transit for you is the one that triggers your natal chart the most. So pull up your natal chart, have a look at the sensitive degrees there. Also, I would say that, this is the week when you can. Charge your phone. Sorry about that. So this is the week when you can achieve things. This is a potentially a successful week for you. But with that Venus and Ceres, you have to be taking care of your inner demons. Um, and it can give you a lot of focus as well. So you just have to apply this new way of thinking. You have to be a little bit more efficient. Obviously, with the out-of-bound moon in your sixth house, often our schedule becomes erratic. Therefore, it's more difficult to remain grounded as well. I think there could be a lot of like chit chats happening in the background, either from your inner demons or actual physical people in your life, such as friends and stuff like that. But it really feels like that it's a work, like extreme amount of work, and you are going to be tested whether you are productive enough or not. But I hope that you are going to be recognized for your efficiency at work, which of course can be coming from certain type of pay rises, for example, a bit of a reward or just a good, well done, as well. So good luck, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.